Hey, Green Coco here. Ignore the dogs. Been missing a little bit. My son was hurt and he was in the hospital. We're back now. He's doing fine. So today we're going to do some keto chocolate chip cookies that I want to share with you. It's a recipe that I created myself. They come out great. Taste just like a regular chocolate chip cookie. They're really good. Before we get started, I'm Nicole, also known as Grand Coco. I do flexible keto. Pretty much stay low carb keto-ish, but I do varying things that some people don't consider keto. So let's get started. All right, so I've already got my, I've got about a cup and a half of almond flour and a half a teaspoon of baking soda in my mixer. I'm going to add 1 egg, and I'll show you all this. A little pinch of salt, just a little bit. I'm gonna do a little dash. I like a lot of vanilla. So my recipe says a half teaspoon. I probably did more of a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna do a half a cup of Keto sweetener, and I'm doing the granulated, not the powdered. Then I am going to show you, I have my Swerve brown sugar. You're gonna do a half cup as well. But if it's hard as a rock, which a lot of times that happens if you don't use it often, oh, this one's okay. We're gonna actually use this one. If it's hard as a rock though, just pop it in the micro for like 30 seconds and it'll soften it right up. So we're gonna do a half a cup of that. And there you go. We're gonna do half a cup of that as well. Let me stir that together slightly. And then I'm gonna show you another trick real fast. You hear that breaking up the brown sugar. Okay, so next, I don't do the cream the sugar, do all of that first. I just throw everything together. So I'm going to show you a trick real quick. So the next thing we're going to do is add a stick of butter. I forgot to take it out. You need to have it softened. I don't do everything like cream the butter with the sugar and then add the dry. I just throw it all together. However, it does have to be soft, and I forgot to take it out. So here's a little trick. You will take a little measuring cup. Put the measuring cup with nothing in it, just the measuring cup. This melted a little bit, but in the microwave for 1.5 to 2 minutes. Get the cup itself hot. Throw your hard butter in. Cover it with foil. 2 minutes later, you've got blendable, nice, soft butter. If it melts a little bit, you're okay. Look at that! Yay! Easy, easy, easy little trick. Okay, so we're gonna stir that all together. It's trying to break up my little brown sugar bits. So we're going to get that until it's crumbly and soft. I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but it'll kind of be like a soft, chunky oatmeal. Just because of the butter not being all the way melted. There you go. Okay, I'm going to get this mixed together and I'll be right back. Almost there. See how it's like a thick oatmeal, kind of, sort of, like oatmeal without the liquid in it when it's been already wet once. Okay, so I'm going to turn it way low. And I'm going to add my chocolate chips. These are Lily's mini chocolate chips. I'm using the semi-sweet. You can use dark. I'm actually using about 3/4 of a cup. Gonna get that going. Alright, I know it sounds like it's going to break, but it's really not. There we go. Look. Perfect. Okay, here we go. It's all done. This is going to make probably about a little over 2 dozen cookies. We're not doing these jumbo cookies, just FYI. So, all it was your almond flour, baking soda, butter, egg, chocolate chips, vanilla. You can change it up now. You could add cinnamon, you could add peanut butter chips, you could add all white sugar, all brown sugar. Again, these are Ketos. Look, there's a piece there. It's alright, it'll taste good anyway. A piece of chunk of brown sugar. You could add cinnamon chips, you could add white chocolate chips. And all of those I have found sugar-free. You just have to kind of look for them. The next thing I was just going to show you is I got my soap pat on my pan. That way I don't have to grease anything. I love those things. And last thing is my scoopers. Okay, so I have a small, medium, and large. They all have their place. They really do. But I feel like the small, if you can tell, is too small. The large is too large. So I use the medium for these cookies. And again, you'll get like 2 to 2.5 dozen. More like, usually I get about 2. So if your scooper's a little different, just, you know, monitor it accordingly. I have the oven at 350. And so I'm going to scoop them all on the plate. You're going to leave them a little bit of room to spread. I'm not on the plate, on the pan, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the batch already on here. I got about, what, 20 cookies on there. And you see how much I got them spaced. It's maybe 1 inch apart. That's about all I did. So let's see how this one comes out, and then we'll decide if we needed the second batch to go further apart. But honestly, I think this is... The last time I made them, I think this is how I did it. So, I guess we'll find out. All right, the cookies are in the oven for about 7 to 10 minutes. So I figured we'd do our drink now while we wait for the cookies. Again, Grand Coco, I like to make food and make drinks. And I try to do keto. I use skinny syrups. I have every flavor imaginable. They are made with Splenda or sucralose. This one has sucralose. Yeah. So, I eat them. You don't have to if you don't like these. Just fast forward through this part. Okay, so we're going to have some rum. We're going to use our Meyer Lemon Raspberry. And then I have seltzer water, and I also have the blueberry fizzy water, sparkling water, whatever they call it. I get it at Costco. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 everything. I'm going to use this one, but if you don't like flavored waters or you don't have it, you can always go for the seltzer. So what we're going to do is add our rum first. So we're going to do a nice hefty shot of that. Okay. And then I probably should have had these open first. Our lemon raspberry. Good glug of that. A little bit more. This one, I usually try to tell you what it has in it. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 fat, 0 everything. Okay. And then I use the blueberry. I was going to use the strawberry, but I wanted to try the blueberry with it. Fizzy water. And let's see how this is. I'm just calling this my Raspberry Fizz. Or Raspberry Lemonade Fizz, I guess it would be called. Normally I would like more ice than that. I don't know why I didn't add more. And then of course we have to add a beautiful umbrella. Alright, wait a minute. I got the rubber bands caught. Okay. There we go. Let's see what it is. If we like it. Here I am. Here we go. It's good. I put a lot of rum in it. But it's good. It's lemony. More raspberry than lemony, but think raspberry lemonade. And the blueberry gives it a good kick. Like my Free Mom Hugs shirt, Pride Month. Well, Pride Month was June. Alright, so they took about 8 minutes, and they're still a little soft. Ouch. And you see how much they spread. Like those two spread quite a bit, but not too bad. So I think you can get away with the 4 on each row. They're still a little soft, but I didn't want them to get too dark on the bottom. So this way they can be a little bit chewy. I like them chewy. If you want them crispy, by all means flatten them out and put them back in there. They didn't spread as much as I remembered. So I'm going to get them on the cooling rack here, and I'll be right back. Alright. So we've got our cookies done. I got 2 dozen exactly. So these ones are chewy, not crunchy at all. That's how I like them. If you like them crunchy, leave them longer. Cheers. Keto chocolate chip cookies. I swear to you, they taste exactly like Toll House. Alright, maybe not as gooey in the middle, but they're still good. don't know if cookies go with an alcoholic drink, but it tastes good to me. Enjoy.